Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out on ABC News, September 26, 2018. The autopsy results for Markeis McGlockton that was killed down in Florida by Michael Draka, and he was trying to claim stand your ground. Well, guess what? This autopsy makes him look guilty of murder and not stand your ground at all. But let's get into this story. An autopsy done on Markeis McGlockton, the African-American man shot dead in a Florida parking space dispute by a white man who invoked the state stand your ground self-defense laws, indicate the victim was turning away from the shooter when he was killed. So this is definitely not a stand your ground case. How can you be threatened if this person was turning away and walking away from you? This is not stand your ground. Not stand your ground. And the autopsy is making a liar out of this devil. McGlockton was shot in the left side of his chest, 2 inches to the left of his nipple, in the July incident in Clearwater, Florida, according to the autopsy report released by the Pasco and Pinellas County Medical Examiner. The single gunshot fired by Michael Draka ripped through both of McGlockton's lungs, his heart, and fractured 2 of his ribs before lodging in his right armpit. The report made public on Tuesday says the report seems to support statements made by McGlockton's girlfriend, Brittany Jacobs, that he was turning away and retreating from Draka when he was shot. See, there you go. So everything the girlfriend said is the truth. And Michael Draka, this demon right here, is the only liar in the whole thing. And he's got a history of starting fights with Black people, and he started a fight with the week before this incident came forward and said the same thing. He went around looking for trouble with Black people. So now the autopsy also found that the 28-year-old McGlockton had traces of a drug. I don't care about what drug he had in his system. I don't care. Y'all try to pull this mess all the time. No, that drug in his system had nothing to do with that argument that went on in the parking lot when Michael Draka approached his girlfriend and the kids that were with him. That had nothing to do with that. So I'm skipping over that. No, you're not going to play that game here. McGlockton was shot after he came out of the Circle A store, saw Draka, 48, berating Jacobs, which was his girlfriend, about parking in a handicapped zone. Surveillance video showed McGlockton shoving Draka to the ground, and Draka, who had a legal concealed weapons permit, pulling a .40 caliber Glock handgun and shooting McGlockton. Draka was arrested and charged with manslaughter. This ain't no manslaughter case. This is a straight up murder. He was turning away. He was retreating. This is murder. Okay, so, and remember, the sheriff didn't even want to arrest him. He declared it stand your ground and tried to let this guy get off scot-free without even trying to arrest him. Draka was arrested and charged with manslaughter in the incident, but the lawyers for McGlockton's family want to see the charge up to murder. Exactly. That's what it was. If he turned away from him at the time he pulled that weapon, this is a murder. This is not manslaughter. The autopsy report made public on Tuesday, a day after Draka posted $100,000 bail and was released from prison. Draka was arrested on August 13th, more than 3 weeks after the Glockton's death. The shooting sparked days of protest in Clearwater and demands from demonstrators that Draka be charged with murder, and he still should be charged with murder. This is not a manslaughter. In a jailhouse interview earlier this month, Draka told WTSP that he felt his life was in danger after McGlockton tackled him. He didn't tackle him, he shoved him, and the video shows him being shoved. How the hell does a shove turn into a tackle? You see how these fools over exaggerate everything? Watch the video. He was shoved, he was not tackled. I followed the law the way I felt the law was supposed to be followed, Draka said. The state's stand your ground law. I cleared every hurdle that the law had put in front of me. No, you didn't. You murdered someone. You're a murderer. Okay, Michael Draka is a murderer. This was not manslaughter, and this was not stand your ground. This devil is a murderer. And the charges got to be upped so that he can get the appropriate sentence. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down to the American legal system, don't hold your breath. We already know they have no history of doing the right thing, especially when it comes down to one of our own. So I'm not going to hold my breath that they up this charge to above a manslaughter, although it really should be. This was not an accidental shooting. This man was out looking for a fight. He found one, and he killed this man on purpose. It's amazing how they don't know, they have no ability to resolve things without pulling a gun on somebody because they're too wimpy to get up and fight with their two hands. They need a gun. Cowards. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.